start with Xavier Tiefus. Xavier, will you come on up here? I see the green came out of your hair already, huh? So when we celebrate Student of the Month, we have both a junior high and a high school student who's nominated. The write-ups that are coming from the teachers are given to the National Honor Society. The students' names are redacted, so our National Honor Society students don't know who the recipients will be. And they choose one from the high school and one from the junior high. This is what Mrs. Calloway wrote about Xavier. I would like to nominate Xavier Tiefus for Student of the Month. He is an 8th grader who comes to school with a smile. Xavier has been battling cancer for a second time in his life and has just found out that he's cancer-free. Xavier models every Spartan standard. Son. He's a true example of what it means to persevere even when life gets hard. Again, nominated by Mrs. Calloway. This will be posted at the entrance to the building by door A for this month, and then this will move down by the community room for the rest of the school year. Congratulations. His hair was green earlier today.
I give like A for an issue right now. It's usually because of our out of our control.
And is Annalie Vang here this evening? Annalie is our high school recipient, so I'll make sure she gets this tomorrow morning. Annalie is a hard worker during U.S. studies. She started off working in my small group of students. She has since worked her way out. She's now doing all of her assignments independently. She earns academic privilege because of her hard work. At the end of the first semester, we learned that 7th period learning lab was not scheduled for semester 2. Annalie approached me to ask if we could have a party the day before winter break, a sort of end of learning lab 7th period party. This is the kind of caring person that Annalie is, and she was nominated by Mrs. Rozmowski. Congratulations to Annalie.
Thank you. Portage Lakes, Mr. Parker.
Well, good evening, everybody. We are nominated for Portage Lakes Career Center. The student of the month is Marissa Butler, and she is in the sports medicine program at Portage Lakes, and she is a senior. So written here is, Marissa has been an excellent student for the last 2 years. Marissa's post-secondary goal is to become a physical therapy assistant. She diligently works daily to achieve her goal. She is very mature and exhibits excellent time management and study habits. She is kind, patient, and friendly with her classmates. She is always willing to help students who have been absent to catch up with the rest of the class. And I also have from the superintendent as well, Mrs. Tripney had said this about her. Marissa is a terrific student with a wonderful attitude and a natural leader. I've been most impressed with her maturity and her professionalism as she has walked me through my exercise and my training schedule. For context, the students are all assigned to someone. It's part of their course to help, kind of be a personal, I guess, trainer. She put it as a personal trainer, so she's actually the superintendent's personal trainer. And she said she's attentive, patient, and thorough. She knows her curriculum and content and makes people feel at ease when working with her. She is a lovely student and a real credit to Springfield, and that's from Superintendent Tripney at PLCC. So congratulations.
Next, Schropp Intermediate.
Hi, I'm Tim Burns, principal at Schropp. Is Riley here? Riley Johnson. Okay. Riley's a sixth grader. She was nominated by Mrs. Yacobucci, Mrs. Landon, Mrs. Elliott, and Ms. Sirkin. This is what they had to say about Riley. Riley demonstrates excellent effort and academic growth. She consistently completes her work with care and shows a positive attitude in the classroom. Her willingness to try her best and support others make her a wonderful role model. We are proud of the positive impact she has on our school community. So that's Riley Johnson. And I know I saw Sam. Sam, come on down. So Sam's in fourth grade. Mrs. McFarland, Miss Oswald, and Mrs. Wagner selected Sam as our student of the month for February. And this is what they had to say. Samuel consistently brings on infectious, positive energy to the classroom every day. He always has a smile on his face, and he is always willing to help. Sam, congratulations.
And next, Spring Hill Elementary.
I can have Willow come on up.
Good evening. I'm Ms. Stockwell, and I teach first grade at Spring Hill. Tonight, I'm here to recognize a very special student. Our student of the month is Willow Keller. Willow is a wonderful example of what it means to be a leader. She works hard at everything she does and is a positive first grader. Every day, Willow comes to school with a smile. She has a great attitude about school and is always ready to learn something new. Willow always tries her best and works neatly. She is kind to everyone, listens and follows directions, is respectful and responsible. She sets a good example for those around her. I am so proud of you, Willow. Congratulations on being our Student of the Month.
Is Corbin here? Come on over, Corbin. I've got an adopted second grader today. I'm so lucky. This is Corbin Campbell, and this is from his teacher, Mrs. Hartman. She was not able to make it tonight. Corbin has been a standout student since the moment they met. At open house, he immediately demonstrated some independence and leadership by walking into the classroom, greeting the teacher, and unpacking his belongings all on his own with no directions. From that first interaction, it was clear that Corbin was going to be a standout student. As the school year progressed, do you know that she wrote this about you? No? As the school year progressed, Corbin's vibrant personality truly began to shine. You can see it right here. He has a passion for magic, entertaining others, and putting on shows with creative trinkets and props that he makes. He also has a great sense of humor, and he isn't afraid to share it. Beyond his talents, he is an incredibly caring and supportive of all those around him. One of his most admirable qualities is his ability to uplift others. On one occasion, he noticed a classmate who was struggling, and rather than ignoring the situation, Corbin began cheering her on. His encouragement quickly inspired the rest of the class to join in, creating a moment of support and positivity. Corbin's kindness and enthusiasm and genuine care for others make him a valued member of that classroom, and room 204 in Spring Hill are a brighter place because of him. Please join me in congratulating Corbin. I'm going to just by yourself, so smile pretty.
Thank you. Wow. Mr. Vaughn, are you, I know I saw him.
Mr. Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn, you're on. Mr. Vaughn will now handle the student athletic recognitions.
Good evening, and thank you for having us, the athletic department, to recognize some of the outstanding achievements we've had this winter, both team-wise and individually. So I am going to begin by recognizing some of our wrestlers. Coach LaBrasse, our head wrestling coach, Coach Jack Rogan, who assists the varsity, and we also have Coach Ryan Bowers, who is the junior high coach as well as the youth director. They were not able to be here tonight for various reasons, so I'm going to go ahead and take the place of them with some of their words that they did prepare. So first, let's go ahead and bring up our wrestlers. We have John Arango, Jaden Boston. We're going to start with junior high, and I don't know if the youth wrestlers were told, but I do see the family here. Is Ozias here? Ozias, come on up here, man. All right. Do we also have Milo? No Milo? Okay. You guys probably know who I'm talking about, right? No Milo, but you're going to be mentioned, okay? At the middle school level, we had Jaden Boston and John Arango Rivera. Each captured individual MAC championships and in the respective weight classes, and they both qualified for the OAC state tournament. If I'm not mistaken, is that this weekend? All right, in Youngstown, Gavelli Center. So congratulations. Coach Bauer just said their dedication and work ethic are tremendous examples of the very strong future of Springfield Wrestling Program. In addition, since we have him here, also at the youth level, which Coach Bowers is the director of, we had two state qualifiers, Ozias Tipis and Milo Bowers. Both OAC, so you guys will all be there together this weekend at the same time? Different days? Okay, next weekend. All right, different age levels. But we wish you luck, so congratulations, and we look forward to the future. That's our junior high. At the high school, we had two compete this weekend at the state tournament down in Columbus. Come on up, Omar. Come on up, Leanna. They both have their state hoodies on. They look great. If you haven't had a chance to go down to the OHSA state wrestling tournament, it's unbelievable. Make sure you take the opportunity, if you can, to ever go down there, especially when you have some Spartans down there. It's a great experience, once-in-a-lifetime experience. Even when you're not wrestling, just down there watching the excellence that's down there on the mat every single match is just, and the OHSA and Ohio State University, they do an awesome job, don't they? It's really, really cool. So, but first we want to recognize Omar Leon, who completed a historic senior season by becoming only the second four-time MAC champ at his weight class. And we also want everybody to know that, and we kind of talked about it at the send-off, he is now the career record win holder who just defeated Barry Saley by 1 win with 140 career wins. So, and it was ironic this weekend. Barry Saley, who was the Spartan, who also coaches at Green, he was coaching on the mat with his son wrestling for Green. So I thought that was kind of neat. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. We also want to recognize Leanna Swagger. Leanna has battled back from injury this season and illness to qualify for the state tournament. Leanna continues to grow as a competitor and has become a role model for many young wrestlers as the sport continues to grow with all our young ladies at Springfield. And hopefully they look at Leanna and they keep saying, I want to be like her. She's writing the record book every single year and every single season. and her name's going to be the one to beat, and she's setting the bar high. Two-time state qualifier. We're going to start. Thank you. Yeah, you can sit down. And next, we do have Coach Tawab, and I believe Coach Kale is here. I don't know if Coach Milosevic is here. But we want to recognize our entire cheer program for outstanding achievements. Our junior high and varsity, both MAC champs and also both state runners-up. I'm not going to say a ton. I'll let Coach Tawab say what's good. All right? Come on up, Coach. Introduce yourself.
Junior high cheerleaders, if you guys want to come up as well. Let's stand on this side. Danny. First of all, congratulations again to our wrestlers. I know that's a huge achievement for you guys both to go down there to the state level. So I just went from the cheer program. We are very proud of you and we support you guys. So thank you for representing Springfield. I want to make sure I congratulate again both of these teams, as Mr. Vaughn said. We start our season in June and we end our season in February, and it's a very long season, but we enjoy it most of the month. The junior high attended 7 competitions this season overall, and the high school attended 8. And then their 8, they had 2 routines that they performed at most of the competitions, so they performed 13 times. These girls are some of the hardest working athletes that I know. To get through our season, you have to have endurance. Like I said, it's pretty long. Endurance physically and endurance mentally. They do a great job at exuding that throughout the year. So thank you, girls. Junior high and high school teams, both, like he said, took first place at our league competition held at Ravenna at the beginning of February. And I don't think she's here tonight, but Cameron McClutchin, I wanted to recognize her. She was also the winner of the jump off for the junior high level out of all of the teams in the league. So congratulations to her. High school, this was their 2nd year in a row, becoming MAC champs, which is very hard to do, coming off of a win and securing it again the following season. They did a tremendous job this year. Junior high, for a moment, I just want to congratulate you guys on your state runner-up. They were down in Dayton in January. I also got a lot of compliments from some judges that were there, and they judged nationally. And one of the things that they said to me was they are the cleanest junior high team they have seen, and they judge all across the nation, Virginia and Texas and California and a lot of other places. But they just couldn't get over at the junior high level what they were looking at as far as skill-wise. So Coach Kale does an awesome job with them, and I'm looking forward to the future of the program with them. I know I want to let you say just a couple things real quick about junior high.
So in case some of you don't know how competition at the junior high level works, is we create our routine in a weekend. So I think we picked like the first weekend in August, and we spent 10 hours together. Not straight, but like 5 hours on a Saturday, 5 hours on a Sunday, and we learned our whole routine, which has 4 different segments in it that we have to complete in those 3 minutes. With 2 different songs and 2 different cheers, it's a lot to digest, especially in a weekend, and then we take that base and we build it throughout the whole season. So from our first competition at the end of October to our last competition in the beginning of February, we built that routine and we perfected it, and we created this like beautiful, sharp, technique-filled little bundle of joy that we all loved so much. And the girls have worked so hard. We had practices on Fridays, and we never had practices on Fridays. We had practices, I think one time we had a practice every day after school. And then I think we had like a cute little team bonding on a Saturday, and then we competed on that Sunday. They spend a lot of time together, and miraculously, we all still love each other by the end of the day, which is great. But these girls, specifically these ones, all the comp cheerleaders worked so hard. They put in the extra hours, which I'm so appreciative of. The attendance was there, which is awesome because in cheer, if you're missing one person, you're missing the whole squad practically. You can't do anything like to the full extent. So attendance was great. They worked so hard. They didn't give me too much of a hard time. But I do appreciate all of them, and I love them so, so much, and I am so proud of them for this season. It has been a really great season at the junior high level for sure.
And so the high school cheerleaders finished off their season. We qualified for states for the 4th year in a row, double qualifying with 2 routines, and very hard to accomplish. So these girls have really went at it all 4 years. My seniors, raise your hand. I know we're missing one, not able to be here. But they are going to be lettering in competition cheer this year because they're 4-time state qualifiers. So congratulations to you ladies. We went down to Columbus. And if you guys step up real quick, our one routine that we have is our traditional tumbling routine. If you're on that team, go ahead and step forward. Just want to recognize you guys real quick. We have senior Ella Ingham, junior Michaela Woods, junior Lily Boone, sophomore Maddie Akers, freshman Izzy Turnowski, freshman Alyssa Rowley. We are missing senior Avery Skeggs, right? That's it. And they did an incredibly hard routine this year that we really added in a lot of tumbling skills, and they had to learn a lot of new things this year. So congrats to them for putting that out. We were able to place 5th in the state with that routine, which is, I believe, our highest placement we have had with that routine to date at the state level. So congratulations to them. You guys can go ahead and step back. And real quick, I just wanted to publicly thank our sponsors. We do a sponsorship drive every year for our states, and we had a lot of businesses and people sponsor there on the back of their hoodies as well. But Ken's Auto, Tremonti Distributing, Carly Sweetopia, the Eddy family, Carter Lumber, Uncle Tito's, Spartans Booster Club, American Fireworks, Gina Gustetti's Salon, Honey Baked Ham, Sprinter Logistics, the Woods family, Schreinerberg Funeral Home, Giant Eagle, Lobies in Cleveland, the First Choice Restoration, the Turnowski family, the Pagel and West family, the Morton family, Jade Rue Jewelry, the Wyatt family, the Jones family, and the Patterson family. That's it. So we had a lot of people donate, and we are very appreciative of everyone that has donated their time, money, or donations for the girls to be able to make it a success. And I did want to give a personal thank you as well to Mr. Lance. He and his family traveled down to Columbus to watch our compete at both of our routines at state, and we are very appreciative of you making the trip down there and support the girls in everything that they do. So thank you very much. Our state runner-up routine is our game day routine. 11 of these girls went and secured that. It was a very deep division, very talented division, and they were able to go and do that. We were only 3 points away from being state champion, which was really so close. But next year we're gonna go for it. So very proud of them. Just wanted to kind of talk a little bit on what Coach Kale said. All the countless hours in the gym or wherever we could find a practice space that day made it worth it when they were able to put everything out there, and it paid off. And this was the first time in school history that they were able to, we have a state runner-up cheerleading team. Like I said, yeah, state runner-up for that team. And for the junior high team too, so the first time in school history for that. They represented, I'm incredibly proud of them, how they represented their team, our athletic department, our district, and our community. To me, it's very super important because they are a reflection of myself and my coaching staff, and we try to instill in these girls that good life skills and not just the skills that we perform on the sideline or on the mat. And it's important to us in our program that we prepare them for life after high school. Having a supportive group of parents, I know a lot of them are here this evening, that they understand and they support us as coaches, and it's a beautiful thing when you're able to have that, and it allows us to reach these highs with the girls and have these goals and be more successful at attaining them. So thank you to all of our parents for all of your guys' support over the season and the last 4 years. Some exciting news also I'll kind of end with for cheerleading. I don't know, I will get off here, but in the state of Ohio, they just approved, OASSA is who we do our state championship through, which is, if you don't know, is the Ohio Administrators of, Ohio Association of Secondary School Administrators. There you go, okay. That is who we go through with for our state championship. They have now officially publicly partnered with OHSAA, and in the next year, 2 years, we're going to be going into the OHSAA, and they'll be recognizing cheerleading as a sport in the state of Ohio. So we will be, I feel, officially recognized as athletes in our state, and so to us that is a very important thing. We do feel that we put in that work as well to deserve that recognition. And so there'll be lots of changes over the next 2 seasons, getting acquainted with that, but we're really excited to see what comes from that, so. Yeah. Awesome.
That's exciting. Congratulations, girls.
Wow. At this time,
Because sometimes it just depends.
yeah.
But this one may be up here.
For the next thing we talk about, this is gonna be. I'm always like, why do we do that? It's so weird. Are you hearing me? Oh, you didn't hear me. I said, why did I saw Pam.
I'll just catch her up on the way.
Okay. Well, it'll get me every time.
Who's going to do the presentation?
What?
Who's number 9?
Mr. Hall.
Oh,
That man's sitting right over
all
there.
right. At this time, we have the presentation of the final scoreboard payment.
Mr. Halterman. Dustin Halterman.
Dustin Harperman will present.
Because I was in your office, I think you remember me.
What did he say?
Because he was in your office a lot, you think you would remember him. I didn't say that out loud in front of everybody to say, don't worry about it.
Well, you missed on a pen, I did.
It was not recently, so. All right, I wanted to come today and say thank you to the school board and the administration for collaborating with the Spartan Youth Football and Cheer program these last few years. I have our final scoreboard payment on a loan agreement that we do with you to replace the previous one that had been there since who knows when, probably when the school was built. So that's been a good partnership for us and hopefully for you as well. And hopefully that can lead to more similar partnerships in the future to help get these young athletes the equipment and facilities that they deserve.
Thank you, Dustin, and thank you for the Springfield Youth.
Yes, absolutely, the amount of work.
Great.
How many kids do we have in it now?
Every year we do spring flag and fall football and cheer, and we see somewhere around 260 students.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
From when I remember
Yeah.
way back when.
And at this time, we have board members informal. I'll start because as I sit here, I think this is why I chose to be an educator. This is kind of validates and celebrates everything that I've spent my life doing, and I am so proud to see this many students, and I want to acknowledge, even though they're not here, but hopefully I want to acknowledge the parents and families that provide the support to allow these students to do what they do, because having raised children myself, I know that it's not a standalone job, that's for sure. So thank you.
I also want to give a shout out to the athletes. I always usually give a presentation on money and taxes, and I'm going to forego that because that's just a cloud that's always there. It is really nice to see athletes, homegrown, and state wrestling. My son was a wrestler, he never went that far, so congratulations to you, and congratulations to the female athlete. to the cheer team that's finally now, as I sit here, there is a board member that was a former cheerleader.
Not me.
Not you.
That was Chad.
That it's now going to be an athletic
Yeah.
thing, so that gives us hope. For all those that think that school isn't worthwhile supporting, everything that happened here tonight is the example of why we should.
Mr. Lance?
Students of the month and the athletes, yes. I was fortunate enough to make it to a lot of the athletes' events here tonight. Made it to sectionals to watch Omar. I think it was after his second match, he came up and I was sitting with his parents and he came up and sat down and you could just see that he was already exhausted and I think he had 2 matches left or something like that. And so I was talking to him, oh, my back hurts, my knee hurts. And he went out there and won the next match. And then he went out there and placed second at the sectionals and then obviously on the state. So Leanna, I was reading a story or a post on her from her mom, and she tore her Achilles during the season, was on crutches for a month and a half, and was sick during the season, and came back and fought through all that to make it all the way to state. So wrestlers, great job all the way around. The cheerleaders was actually in Ravenna for the MAC championship, and watching the excitement on their face as they beat Woodridge, I guess, is a big rival with them for cheerleading. And I didn't know, but they beat them and were just so excited. And then down at States, down outside of Columbus, they did their routine, and my guess is they thought they didn't do well because you could just see they were just kind of moping around. Like at the end, they all get out on the mat, all the different teams, and all these other girls, cheer teams are dancing and they're having fun and all this, and our girls were just kind of like, you could just see they were kind of felt they weren't going to get there. And I think they started at 11 and went all the way, and they got down to the top 5, and you could see them start to perk up a little bit. And they got to the top 3, and their name wasn't called, so they made the top 3, and you saw them perk up even more. And then they read off the 3rd place name, and my God, you would have thought, I mean, they didn't care whether it was 1st or 2nd. They were just ecstatic. And then they did get called for 2nd, and just the roller coaster of emotions from them as sitting in the stands watching it. I don't have a cheerleader. I, in my family, didn't grow up watching it, but it was really fun to go watch them, and just all the athletes for a great season. They'll have the sports banquet tomorrow night, so they'll all be recognized tomorrow night, but all these state qualifiers, from little old Springfield, and it was just a great thing to watch. Very proud of all of them for the hard. I know it's not easy, the hard work they put in, and just fight through everything, injuries and sickness and all that. So, an extra congratulations, like everybody said, goes out to all them.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to add on to all the amazing accomplishments we're achieving here. And to me, I feel almost envious because when I was in school, I felt like, and this was more of the students. I felt like we were always trapped in this bubble of that's just us. We're never going to do anything great. People tell us that we're nothing. We're never going to make it. And you know what? Seeing this stuff, us putting this at the front, I mean, we spent the first half hour recognizing students for academic achievements, for sports achievements, for things such as that. And I think that puts to shame the things that people say about us. And and the sad part is it's not just people that live outside our district, just community members, but it's other school districts, it's other kids, and everybody talks bad about us, but yet here we are. We have amazing administrators, amazing teachers. We have some of the best in the entire county, and we prove that. Nothing ever keeps us held down. We make firsts all the time, and we do things that no other district has done. I mean, even just in our financial situation, no new money in 26 years, and we are still here. What do other districts have to say about that? Some of these other ones who have had money for a long time, they're in the hole right now. They've got nothing to show for themselves, but yet here we are, still here, still standing. And what Chad said about the cheerleaders, what all the other board members have said, our amazing coaches, our amazing parents, our amazing students who ultimately put in that work, the teachers, because their support system to these students as well, the administrators who help keep this district running, all of you guys, every single one of us. And I am proud of our district. I'm proud that we put all this on the front end because, like I said, I felt like for a long time we were in this echo chamber. We are nothing and we're never going to get there. And I think those days are dead. They're long gone.
Well, I just like, watching all the athletes and the coaches and the parents and everybody come together, that it's exciting to see that, and they are overjoyed by it. And Woodridge is a thing, which it was not. It was Ellett when I was there. But, just like what you said, Cynthia, it takes a village. It takes the teachers to keep, help them keep their, their grades up, and the parents and coaches and, whoever's running them back and forth. And I remember at one point in time, and I think I reminded you of this, I remember when I was in junior high school and you were our student council teacher that was running that, and my mom was running late from work and I didn't have a ride home, and I'm sitting there and you're like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't have a ride home. And you're like, well, come on, I'm gonna take you home. And I'm like, oh, the teacher's gonna take me home. So it really takes
I
a
wasn't allowed to
village.
do that.
I know, but like it really does. I mean, it takes a lot of people to make that happen. I'm just glad that we have those good community members and teachers and administrators, and just it takes so many people to do that. But I'm glad we still have that. We have that here. That we have that community. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, way back when I was a cheerleader. And we were just like fluff on the side. And to see what the kids can do now, and the fact that they're being recognized by the state, as athletes, I'm envious, but I'm very proud of them, so thank you. And I think whoever's watching this knows this is a school board that's pretty darn proud of our kids, our community, our parents, and we appreciate it. Okay, we have, it's recommended that the board approve the minutes of the regular meeting. What's the minute?
We have citizen comments.
Huh? Well, that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second.
That's-
I'm ready to go into executive session.
All right, approval of the past minutes, please.
Motion.
Second. Dave? Go ahead.
Mr. Hooper, you
I
second?
seconded.
Mrs. Kroll,
Yes.
Mr. Glantz,
Yes.
Mr. Hooper,
Yes?
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
All right, motion passed. At this time, citizen comments on agenda items are welcome. Participants, if you have comments at the podium, and give your name and address and the 5-minute duration of comments. Anyone have any comments on agenda items? All right, seeing none, am I going too fast? All right. Number 13, it is recommended that the board go into executive session at this time to review negotiations with public employees.
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and second. Mr. Adams?
Okay.
No, you can't see it down here.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Hooper,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we'll go into executive
We're going to
session.
go in Mary's office.
Okay.
Very well.
back.
Okay. This is 75 degrees.
I kind of wondered about that.
Not my family.
I'm gonna go find
but
Shelley.
of a,
I'll be right back.
Right there she is.
someone that's a friend.
I know, so that's why I was
That's
thinking
how
like, well, that's why I was thinking like if we brought her during school day, then you wouldn't have to stay after.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where you were.
No, but maybe that sell that to mom is like now we're reacclimated to noise, to
stand up.
busyness, to a schedule.
All right, I got your attention right away.
You did.
All right. We ready?
Oh, let's roll.
All
We're
right.
gonna put this one down in the record books as one of
Yeah.
our long, I mean,
All right, number 14,
Cousin.
it is recommended that the executive session be adjourned at this time.
So moved, second.
It moved in second, Mr. Adams?
Who motioned?
Me and Dave.
Okay. Sorry. Mrs. Rowland,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Ober,
Yes?
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 16, or 15, it is recommended that the board approve payment of bills for the month of February pending audit, and those were provided to us in Exhibit 2.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded, Mr. Adams?
Mrs. Rowland,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Hope.
Yes?
Okay, motion passed. Number 16, acceptance of financial reports. It's recommended that the board accept the financial reports from the treasurer for February 2026, Exhibits 3, 4, and 5. They were presented to us.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Adams?
Mr. Hofer,
Yes?
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mrs. Rowland,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 17, these are all personnel items. 17, accept the resignation of certified staff member Sophie Budd, effective the end of the workday on May 29, 2026. 17.2, approve unpaid leave of absences for the following classified employees: Tara Pritchard and Brandy Carper. Employment, 17.3, employment. Reassign classified employee Julie Keller as a 7-hour teaching assistant at Schropp Intermediate per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure. 17.4, employ the following as teaching assistants per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure and pre-employment screening. Haley Chandler is a 4-hour teaching assistant at Spring Hill, and Mariana Veselovec, 6.5 teaching assistant at Spring Hill. 17.5, employ the following as classified substitutes per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure, including pre-employment screening, effective first day assigned. Crystal Simmons and Brittany Trotter.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, Mr. Adams?
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes?
Mrs. Rowland,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 18 is a service agreement. It is recommended that the board approve a service agreement with LLA Therapy to provide extended school year services for the summer 2026, and that agreement was presented in Exhibit 6.
So moved.
Second?
So we have a service agreement with Ella Therapy throughout the year. This is for extended school year for physical therapists and occupational.
Well, this would be our whole ESY program.
Oh, this is gonna be our whole ESY program?
Yeah, so they would bring in the staff, they would also hire our staff if our staff was interested in continuing to do ESY, but they'll do all the instruction, speech, OT, PT, everything.
ESY?
Extended school year. For
Extended school
students
year.
that don't, they might have a loss of instruction over breaks and
Okay.
summer.
Thank you.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes?
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 19, it is recommended that the board approve a data access agreement with Summit Education Initiative, and that's Exhibit 7. After a motion, we'll get explanation.
So moved.
Second.
So what this is it's a partnership that we have with Summit Education Initiative. And what they do is that they take our data, not any child's identifiable information, but just the data that we do usually on our OST tests. And they give us a very nice comparison, and they break it down into, how our students did in each of the subjects. They break it down into subgroups, for like our socioeconomic or, our different, different groups that we have. They also do a comparison of how we're doing with other districts in Summit County. And what we do is when we get that information, first as a team, we look at it, study it, and then we bring it to our principals, give them the information, and then they pass it down to their teachers. Not so much the information specifically, but saying, hey, you know what, we're faltering a little bit in this, we need to improve on that. It's just another informational data that we use to help drive our instruction.
Thank you.
Questions?
Nope, you answered my questions, thank you.
You're welcome. And you answered mine.
Mr. Adams?
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes. Motion passed. Number 20, it is recommended that the board approve for the 26-27 school year that the district shall administer the Grade 3 Ohio State tests in English, language arts, and mathematics using paper and pencil forms.
So moved.
Second.
And so this is, the state allows a choice in giving the third grade test either on the computer or in written form. And developmentally, it's easier for them to use paper and pencil than to go onto the screen and learn the different skills. So third grade, what we wanted them to do is learn how to use the computer, so when they do get to fourth grade, they can use the computer for the tests.
And the third grade teachers have had some input on this. We had a discussion as to what positives and negatives could be. And they've already considered things such as, we know that students' handwriting isn't as neat as it used to be back in the day, right? So they've already said that they have to look at things differently as they prepare the students in order to take the test, so that way it's legible. But we're hoping for an increase in our scores based off of the fact that we're going paper pencil. This is the only grade level that this is an option at.
You were talking about handwriting. Is this their writing answers or like bubble?
They're bubbling and then writing answers, because there's extended response and long responses, based paragraphs and essays, basically, in the test.
Okay.
And they'll do it in the fall and the spring.
And what this is allowing us then to is in kindergarten, first and second grade, focusing more on handwriting. So it is legible by the time that they come in to
Awesome.
third grade. So
Awesome.
we're not teaching cursive, we're just teaching
I get it.
handwriting. So, okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion passed. It is recommended that the board approve participation in the Ohio Schools Council Electricity Purchase Program Agreement.
So moved.
Second.
So this is an extension of the Power for Schools program that we participated in for probably decades there. That we aggregate our purchases for electric with other school districts in Ohio through the Ohio Schools Council and get favorable pricing through that program. So this is a continuation of them, part of this agreement, giving them authorization to go out there and negotiate rates on our behalf and enter into those because the market is so volatile at this point that they need to be able to make those decisions and lock those things in a timely fashion.
Is this district as a whole, or high school is
It covers
in
all the-
Lakemore? and
the entire
other-
district.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if Lakemore and Springfield Township had their own, that,
No.
okay. All right.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
Mr. Hofer.
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes.
Mrs. Warner.
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
A motion passed. Moving on to number 22, easement agreement. It is recommended that the board approve an easement agreement with the County of Summit to use a 20-foot wide easement area located at 2660 Kenny Ray Jr. Memorial Parkway for the installation and maintenance of fiber optic cable and conduit, electric service lines, and pool boxes. And this agreement is provided to us in Exhibits 10 and 10A.
So moved.
Second?
So this agreement, there's a public safety fiber network being installed around Summit County. It's made it to Lakemore, police, fire departments there. And in order to continue it moving, they ran into some problems with space and right-of-ways, getting back to Sanitarium Road. So they're rerouting the project to come along the path of the trail from near Main Street and Kenny Ray Junior Memorial Parkway there to cut across to Sanitarium. It will also go through Waterworks Park there to get to Sanitarium and continue on its path there. So everything will be put back the way they found it and everything. We won't really know it's there after it gets installed, so.
It's on the west side of the fence, basically, correct?
East.
Yes, yeah, it's between the bus garage and Main Street and Lakemore, so.
I thought I'd read east earlier, but I may have.
That is the village.
That's the other.
That's the other easement.
That's the other.
I knew it was
There's
one
two
of them.
easements.
Yeah.
One's on the east side, one's on the west side.
Oh, we're gonna get a
Right,
turf
our
battle or
story.
something on that, right? All right, thank you.
Yeah. The Sharks and the Jets.
Mrs. Warner.
Yes.
Mr. Hofer.
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
Motion passed. Resolution is our next item of business. It is recommended that the board approve a resolution authorizing the filing of an original complaint against the valuation of real property. That's Exhibit 11.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Oh, I have that one. The new laws that come out, that is when we get a valuation complaint, I would just call my lawyer up in Cleveland, and she called me, and we would just file a report saying, hey, some county elder says it's valued at this amount, what you're asking for is not reasonable, okay? So now, to make it harder for us, we have to have a board resolution to file this complaint. And we really only do it with commercial, okay, and major differences. Meaning, say someone gets a house for $80,000. Well, it's worth a lot more. You got lucky, because it's valued at $150,000. But usually, we're dealing with properties that are $400,000 and $500,000. And the complaint is hundreds of thousands. I don't want to tick off the taxpayers, obviously. So residential, we have to, we kind of let it go, but not major commercial, especially if it's an arm's length sale, meaning the owner bought it for this, and then they come around and try to get $500,000 off taxes.
Yeah, this was over $1 million, right?
Yeah, $1 million too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not acceptable.
Yep.
So, sometimes they bring their lawyers, sometimes they don't. It's a bluff game.
Yes.
Who seconded that? Okay, Mr. Mason?
Yes.
I didn't get it written down, sorry.
You're okay.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes,
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
motion passed. Number 24, it is recommended that the board approve a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county fiscal officer.
So moved.
Second.
I'll say this one again, because this is gonna change what we saw. Because these rates and amounts that I received are without the House vote. And so we expect these rates to be changed and reflect the lower amounts that we're gonna receive. We haven't got notification yet because a lot of the auditors are still dependent on department taxation. It's kind of hard to believe that the auditors, the Summit County auditors are as much in the black as we are. But they say they'll have it all together. We're hoping to get new rates and amounts. Probably it's in, I'd say May, so don't be surprised if you see another resolution on the board agenda approving the new rates. Now, what would happen if you say, now I like the old rates? I don't know. But, all right, Mrs. Frola,
Yes,
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
motion passed. Number 25 is a service agreement. It is recommended that the board approve a service agreement with Santmeyer Energy Incorporated as the district's fuel and equipment provider. And that agreement is Exhibit 13.
So moved. Second.
Moved in second. Any comments?
So this will change our vendor for receiving the bulk fuel that we get for the transportation depot, which we also share with the village and the township there. So these are more favorable rates. We're looking at just our portion of the savings being about $4,500 a year.
Good, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Or, all right,
Mrs. Frola,
yes,
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer.
Yes.
okay, motion passed. The next item is another easement agreement with the Village of Lakemore. It is recommended that the board approve an easement agreement with the Village of Lakemore to relocate and realign a failing sewer line located at the Springfield Bus Garage along Kenny Ray Jr. Memorial Parkway. And those, that agreement provided in Exhibit 14 and 14A.
So moved.
Second.
So this is in two pieces along the backside of the plaza. There's a line there in need of replacement that's currently going under a lot of our parking lot. Village worked with us and their engineers to reroute that to where it goes along the east side of the fence and then comes into our property kind of at the last moment, so it minimizes the disruption to our asphalt and concrete there. And then the other piece is along Kenny Ray Jr. Memorial Parkway there, where either due to construction of the bus garage or just old records, who knows, but the sewer line as it lays is not completely within the easement, so it's just realigning that easement to cover where the sewer actually is. So there's no construction on that side other than some relining, but nothing that'll, just no excavations.
This is all work done by the village?
Yes.
It's not, okay. This is just the easement?
Yeah, we're just covering that they have rights to work where they are going to work at.
Okay.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes. Motion passed. Membership agreement. It is recommended that the board approve an Ed Tech Leaders Alliance, ETLA, district membership service agreement, which will allow the district to gain access to pre-negotiated data privacy agreements with vendors to comply with Senate Bill 29, and that's provided in Exhibit 15.
So moved.
Second.
So this is, like it says, it's in compliance with Senate Bill 29. Senate Bill 29 says that we have to have a data privacy agreement with every online tool or website that we use. And some of them were, they weren't really wanting to work with individual schools. So this company works with all the different things that the online tools that we might be using, and they work out the data privacy agreements with them. And then, because we have to then post them on our website. So, and then along with this, they also provide professional development. They also provide an update if there's any other legislative changes that might come about on technology. So it's a whole encompassing type for it, but it'll keep us in compliance with Senate Bill 29.
Mrs. Frohl,
Yes.
Mr. Ober,
Oh, yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Wonders.
Yes.
Motion
It's
passed.
late, oh, I get it.
All right, now, Mr. Adams, you have a treasurer's report.
That's why I'm sitting here so I can hear. As the meeting we discussed with K-12, this is my expenditure side because it's kind of something I can control. And my let's see, I got it, it's up here. Here's it. Yeah, those are the numbers up. So the benefits, okay? Budget so far, $7,327,123. Actual, $7,503,401. Now, I expect it to get closer because I have some grant money that needs to have some benefits shifted from general fund to the grants. So I expect that variance to get a little tighter. Now look at how close the salaries are. Budget, $14,081,690. Actuals are coming in at $14,078,844. So if you take that percent, it's 0.001 difference. So when it gets that close, I'm happy. I wish my revenues were like this too. We wouldn't, it is what it is. But I want to keep it posted on where our expenditures are going because we control that. We can control that. We can't control revenue. Any questions?
What's encompassed in personal services?
That's all the labor. That's everybody. Salaries, administrators, teachers, classified, bus drivers, maintenance, everything.
Just wanted to make sure I understood. Any other questions?
And these two numbers right here, like you said, represent almost 80% of our budget. There's 79 point something. So this is it in the expenditure side. Okay, thank you.
Okay, central office report, Director of Student Services.
So I don't have too much to add, but I just wanted to point out that when the cheerleaders were up here presenting their state second place and all of that stuff, they also do a lot with the Sparkles. And if you go to the Sparktacular, you see a lot of special needs cheer teams, and only a few have that relationship that's built in between the cheerleading squad and the Sparkle Cheer squad. So I think that that's something special about our kids, that they're inclusive, that they have relationships with the students on the Sparkle Cheer team, and it's meaningful and important. So I think that's what makes our cheerleading squad even a little bit better, because they're not just good cheerleaders, they're just good girls, so.
Very good point. Thank you for making it. Director of Academics and Human Resources, Mrs. Meadows.
We have had a fortunate opportunity to pair with the University of Akron Center for Structured Literacy in a grant situation where we are able to put some of our K through 3 teachers through what's called an SLDI, or Structured Literacy Dyslexia Intervention certificates. There are only 25 spots available in this specific course. We as Springfield have taken 10 of them. This is, and to brag on the teachers, this is 90 hours over 3 semesters. So it's 90 instructional hours over 3 semesters. It's both, in person and online. It starts in summer of 2026. It ends in spring of 2027 because you have summer, fall, and then spring. And it will also, and I'm going to throw a lot of acronyms at you for this moment. It will cover the CERI exam and the CAPIRI exams, which would give our teachers that structured literacy dyslexia intervention specialist ability. So we are taking 10 of our teachers by their choice. They have signed up to do this, where they will actually get this interventionist type aspect that they'll be able to work with students with a little higher of a, I don't want to call it a licensure, but a validation for students who might struggle with reading. It's a fantastic opportunity.
Does this lead to, in addition to being noted on their certification, or?
This is something that's, and I want to say it's more of a resume type thing because it does not go on their license. And it is something that will cost them to continue year after year in order to keep the CAPIRI certification and the CERI certification. But it is an opportunity to put that on your license. I don't want to say it's a bragging right because it's far more than a bragging right because it's going to help students.
Yeah.
So just that learning aspect is phenomenal. Yes.
They've added another
I do wish it was
endorsement.
something that could be put on there, but at this point in time, it is not.
Okay, thank you.
And didn't Akron reach out to us?
Akron did reach out to us.
Because we have a very good relationship with Akron.
We also have, there's another opportunity, but most of our teachers took the second opportunity. There's a first opportunity where they could get a structured literacy classroom teacher certification. And we had a couple teachers take advantage of, who are taking advantage of that. It's less hours involved, but it will be a lot of great learning.
Thank you. That's good news.
It is, it's really good news.
Mr. Boswell, business manager. Oh, I'm sorry.
CCP deadline's coming up, correct? April 1st for next year? Is that?
This is really sad. I don't know what the CCP deadline is.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Mrs. Warner, do you know?
Yeah, when you have to have the registration and everything in.
No, it's coming up in April, not 100% sure of the exact.
Let's go with April 1st. It sounds good.
Get it in the first, you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. We will look into that.
Okay, thanks.
The Ohio Emergency Management Agency has designated this week as Severe Weather Awareness Week, which is appropriate because we have all the weather.
Boy, that's something.
Is that means you get all 4 in the same day?
Yeah,
right?
we're the same day, yeah. We start every 7 and 10,
We've had warnings of that, too.
Salt and plow in the morning and sun in the afternoon.
So with that, tomorrow morning at 9:50, there'll be the statewide tornado drill. So you may hear sirens going off in your neighborhood. Schools will be doing drills, so forth there. So.
But no tornado.
No, let's hope there's no tornado.
I mean, there was also a meteor today, so.
So, right, I mean, we've had it all. You hear about the meteor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
And the boom?
Huh, and the boom?
I didn't hear the boom, but.
Unbelievable.
Superintendent's report.
So just something good, spring break starts next Monday, March 23rd. We return to school on March 30th, so I hope everybody has a safe and relaxing break. Hopefully, the weather will be a little bit better than it was today, because it was cold outside. Last Friday was the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
We are on the final stretch of the 25-26 school year.
Yeah.
We have kindergarten roundup, April 9th. So if that's, this is our third year.
That is so crazy.
It is our third year of doing this. Every year it's growing. If you have a chance to come out to Spring Hill to see it, it's great to see our youngest. There's activities, there's tables. We have computers set up to help kids register. They can go visit a classroom. They can go into a bus. They get a book. So there's a lot of stuff going on with that.
do you have a time? Like
5 to 6:30.
5 to 6, okay.
I hear it in my, yes, I really have a chance to come down and see it. April 11th is the Boosters Reverse Raffle. It's going to be at Guy's Party Center this year. I think tickets are still available.
Yes.
So tickets are still available, so if you need tickets, you can either see,
Sports boosters or athletic department.
Right, call
They'll get
coach.
you to the right place. Yep.
okay, or your child plays sports, talk to
Coaches,
any of the
yes.
coaches.
Yep.
Always a great time, it's fun, it's,
That,
Do you have any?
no, I mean, no.
Okay.
That is the boosters' main
Yes, it
fundraiser
is.
for the year, so it's an awesome time.
They have baskets, then they have some game with colors that,
Chuck-a-luck.
Chug-a-lug, or what is it?
Chuck-a-luck,
Chuck-a-luck, not chug-a-lug.
not
Chug-a-lug.
chuck-a-lug. That's different.
Let's say Patty's now saying chug-a-lug. And then they have sideboards and different things like that.
I thought he said the same.
I thought he said chug-a-lug too, I'm not gonna lie.
At Guys this year, you can do that also, just saying. Yeah.
Point taken. And it really is a fun time.
Yes.
And then if you can't make it, because like this year I'm gonna be out of town on that weekend, you could just buy a ticket, I think it's $70. For dinner?
If you're not gonna be there, you
It's
can get
$35.
a main board number for 30.
30,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
So you can just pay the $30 and,
Yes,
but know that if you get down to the last 5, you don't get a choice.
right,
You're just in
It
it.
doesn't matter, they split.
right.
No, last year they,
I tried to make them go on.
oh, you were the one that tried to make them go on.
I was, and I got the looks from everybody, like, they said, come on, let's get down to this three.
Okay.
Everybody wants to split.
Our new athletic league, the GPAC, we hired a new commissioner.
All right.
Chuck Parker is his name. We did interviews a couple Fridays ago. We had 3 really great candidates. So we're excited. We're having our first meeting with him on April 10th. This is getting real. I mean, it's
27, 28.
27, 28. So this whole for like the rest of this year and all next year, we're working on our bylaws. We're working on making sure that we have, referees set up. Schedules are going to start being made. I mean, there's a lot of preparation to go into a new athletic league, but we're excited.
What was our acronym? Greater
GPAC, the Greater Portage
Athletic Conference.
Athletic Conference.
Good. I like
So
it. It's easy to remember.
This will be much better for Springfield.
it's going to be great. And
Much more size-wise
Yes.
aligned with, yes.
More competitive.
and
Yes.
more competitive, and believe it or not, there's schools, like what we're hearing is, especially like for some schools in the MAC, that like their superintendents are hearing from their community members, like, why didn't you join? Why didn't you join? Well,
Right.
you know what?
Field was one.
Oh, I know
There's
Field was
a lot
one.
of people out there that are not happy,
Right.
but good for us. I don't care about them.
You know what? Good for us, and they, yes, good for us. This is something that is going to be great, and I think all the schools work really well together. The ADs work really well together, and even like schools like Waterloo, who are a little bit, we're even putting things into place to help them. If they can't man a football team or things like that. Mogador is picking up, their boosters are picking up a lot of the beginning costs for us. So we're very thankful for Mogador for getting this started on us.
Very good.
All right. And then, as always, if anybody has anything, give me a call, come visit me, email me, and I'll get back to you. All right. You want more? I got
No.
more.
Well, you might as well do the other 3, the remaining dates. April 3rd is Good Friday, no school on April 3rd. Next regular school board meeting here at 6 o'clock. And April 24th, Conference Comp Day, no school on April 24th. And at this time, are there any citizens' comments? If anything?
Anything?
Citizen comments.
Yeah.
Citizen comments.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Sorry, she's like, what? That disappears. Looking this way.
Okay. It's recommended that the board meeting be adjourned at this time.
So moved.
Second. All right,
Moved and
before you guys leave, oh, you gotta vote.
Yeah, we have to vote.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
You want to do that now or when we have meeting? John?
I was gonna give some to
No, I don't care.
All right, I have here for you guys, it's Cynthia and I from OSBA.